Hey guys, it's Isaiah with Symphony Landscaping here. Just wanted to do a video on the Braeside project. So we're here in Braeside, and this is a return client of ours. We did some work in their backyard, which we'll get to in a future video for a driveway patio. And then they came back to us this year to do the front yard. And so this was a great example of value engineering, trying to keep within the client's budget, but also meet all of their requirements. This particular couple wanted to age in place, and instead of buying a duplex or a retirement home, they wanted to just make sure that their current home was safe and up to date for as they got older. So first off, this was an old concrete patio here, or pathway. It followed a similar pattern, but it was only about 30 inches wide. As we went up the stairs, it had settled, and there's about a 4-inch gap between the bottom of the precast concrete stairs, which had been original to the house, and the concrete walkway. So we came in, we excavated, we did our proper patio base here, put in this walkway, still keeping the same original feature that had been there. And then when we come up here, you can see what we did with the grades here. So this step is completely made out of brick. We have Melville and then a Keystone Compact natural gray cap. And so the grading on this whole property, the original step had been about 9 inches below the door, which is above legal kind of step height. And the ground had settled, so there's a 10-inch gap between the original stairs and the grade, or the level of the grass. So we completely rebuilt this, put in this so that we have a full, true, up to code 8-inch gap between each of the stairs, or 8-inch riser, I should say. And then the patio door has an 8-inch riser as well. So we actually had to raise the entire grade on this side of the property by about 2 to 3 inches to accommodate everything and make sure we were up to code and it would be safe. Another addition would be the railing here. You don't see railing on a lot of front steps. I personally think you should have railing on your front steps, especially when you're dealing with a drop of 24 inches or more. It's a great liability, preventative liability, I should say. When you have ice in the wintertime, somebody can slip and fall, and then you have a suit there. So railing's a great addition. We also had a planter over here. So this was an original pressure-treated 2x4 and post planter that had kind of seen better days. We replaced it to match, so it's a Melville wall with a Keystone cap again. Following the same color scheme as the patio and the stair, and then we added in a few perennials to kind of give the bed some new life. And then over here, originally what was planned is we were going to do another planter similar to the other side, and then throughout the design phase, the clients decided that they wanted to have a patio so they could sit out here in the summertime and enjoy the evening shade as well as their new landscape. So this got turned into a patio. It also serves very functionally for a walkway to the side driveway for shoveling. We basically had a little bit of a hiccup here when we adjusted the grades. Obviously, we're not replacing the driveway, and the driveway had settled quite a bit. And so there's about a 4 to 5 inch height difference between the driveway level and the bottom of the stairs or the patio. So how we addressed that was with a little mini retaining wall here. So this is, again, Melville stone in a step, and it's kind of the sacrifice you have to make when you're doing patios that are level. You can't meet all your grades, so sometimes you have to do a step or a wall. So that's one example of that happening here. The other thing that we kind of value engineered on this property is the client didn't want to replace the existing grass. So we did our best to save the grass. We did some sod repair, as you can see. But we kept most of the original grass, just very minor footprint as we did our work in our excavation. So a little bit of fertilizer and water and the grass will come right back. So those are some of the main features of this project. We're really excited to have it completed. The clients are thrilled. We're thrilled to have done another great job for return clients. We love building those relationships and having people that come back year after year because we do good work. So stay tuned for our videos where we get into the features of this project, as well as taking a look at the work we did in the back in 2023.